In 12 Investigates tonight, our Jackie Pascal is exposing unfulfilled promises made by a local sports academy for junior college level football players.
Now the futures of dozens of student athletes are left up in the air.
I'm at Forsyth Technical Community College, which has never had a sports program. And I say that because dozens of young men thought they were recruited to be student athletes here, all by the Clemens-based sports academy called Aces Elite. They thought they'd be playing football at Forsyth Tech, have dorms for the year, receive all of their meals, and also have shuttle service for the academic year. The players say, though, those expectations did not turn into a reality.
Going to show you a double where the kids will be staying.
This is one of many videos owner and head coach of Aces Elite Sports Academy, Chris Griggs, posted to his social media pages as he recruited junior college level football players to join his program. In these videos, as well as marketing materials sent to families, he said they would provide dorm rooms for the semester.
This is where the Aces Elite junior college and post-grad football teams will be playing.
Practice at indoor and outdoor facilities.
All you can eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 meals a day.
He also told recruits they would be fed and get transportation to class, practices, and games. All attractive features for a student athlete.
Basically stuff that D1 schools have.
That's why players like Keithan Pittman were so excited to get an offer from Aces Elite, which is based in Clemens.
He was like, oh, Ma, we're going to do this one. It's North Carolina. It's closest to home.
And Marie Quartieri says her son felt the same way.
He dreams and bleeds football. He loves it.
Her son, Sean James, came from Loganville, Georgia for the program. Others came from across the country, including Texas, Pennsylvania, Illinois, even Hawaii, all under the idea, based on the Academy's website and communications with the head coach, Chris Griggs, they would be students at Forsyth Technical Community College and play football there. But quickly,
it wasn't real.
They figured out Forsyth Tech does not have a football team or any sports program at all. And the pictures of practice facilities posted on the Aces Elite website, those sites say they never had a partnership with Aces Elite or Griggs. The athletes say their living and dining situations became inconsistent.
As it went on, the meals dropped, and then it went to he wasn't feeding us at all. We had to buy our own food. The first week we had our own beds. Then like the second week, we went from sleeping to in our own beds to like 3 in a room. And then before I left, it was 5 to a room.
And transportation to class?
I'm in the truck.
It was not provided. I'm told they ended up piling into the cars of the few players who drove themselves to the program, and that includes Quartieri's son.
Thank God my son had a car. There was one night he had to sleep in the car.
According to players and parents, the group bounced from hotel to hotel in Clemens and in Winston-Salem.
We had to move all our stuff in and out of hotels over and over and over.
This player, who wanted to remain anonymous, says he even paid for some rooms himself, with other players pitching in.
It got to the point where we was just sitting in the hotel lobbies. Like, we didn't have a room to stay in.
The hotels I spoke with all confirmed this happened. The coach making late payments and booking rooms for short periods of time, even just for one night, leaving the players at checkout time with nowhere to go, forcing them to move out of rooms over and over. Go. Without a facility to practice at, the group ran drills outside of hotels. Hotel managers said this disturbed their guests and contributed to the group being told they had to leave hotel after hotel. The only thing the players said kept them going was football.
I just wanted to play football, so I was happy, but I knew it wasn't right.
They did play 2 games, but even those experiences, they say, were not what they thought they would be.
We got 2 15-passenger vans. We drove straight there 15 hours. We didn't take any breaks. We didn't go to any hotels, anything like that.
They lost both of those games, played in Miami and Minnesota, according to the schedule on Aces Elite's website.
15 hours straight back. And the only thing that we ate on that trip was 2 boxes of pizza. One box of pizza per bus. So we're just sitting here like, where's the money going?
In the initial email sent to families by Coach Griggs, he said the program would cost $5,000 a semester. Then later it went down to a down payment of whatever they can. Coach Griggs also told some students they could pay for the academy program using FAFSA student loans. It's unclear, though, how many of the dozens of players in the fall program were paying and even what amounts. Pittman says he was told he was there on full scholarship, but once the program began, the coach started asking him for money. Quartieri says while she is upset about her money lost, it's the time and opportunity her son lost that hurts the most.
So he's depressed about it because he had something he could have had something going for himself if he just chose another school. He's not going to give up, thank God, because I know a lot of these boys might.
Now, Griggs abruptly ended the ACES Elite Fall program in September of 2022, leaving those athletes left scrambling to figure out their next steps. Most of them went home. About 13 of them continued taking virtual classes with Forsyth Tech. But this is where the story gets complicated as the college tries to navigate how to get the message out that they're not affiliated with ACES Elite, but also how to help all of their students. Hear from them next, and also more parents on why they kept their kids in this program. That's later on this hour. In Winston-Salem, Jackie Pascal, WXII 12 News.
Jackie did reach out to the coach, Chris Griggs, who is from Mount Airy, to ask what happened with the program this past fall. He declined to sit down for interview multiple times.